Welcome, everybody. Let's get this show on the road. So, what we're going to be watching today is my reaction to Percy Jackson. The already I'm stumbling over my words. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. At least that's what this whole first season is going to be based off. Is that one book? So right now we're going to be doing my reaction to episode 1 and 2 that came out today, and we're just going to kind of go through it. I'm going to do a more breakdown video later on, but right now this is where we're going to start. So without any further ado, let's get this started up here. Now I apologize if I'm not talking so much through this. I'm just trying to give you my honest reaction to what I'm going to be seeing during this whole episode. Now, I should also explain as we're getting into it that the reason why I'm doing this is because Percy Jackson was a super big series for me as a kid, which is why I'm doing the chapter by chapter reviews, although I'm switching that up. So, but it really got me into reading, it really got me into fantasy, so I have a huge appreciation to Rick Dorian and the Lightning Thief series, book, I should say. Okay, right here off the book, excuse me, right here off the back, we start excellent. He's doing the whole explanation of what Half Blood is, warning the people that, hey, if you're Half Blood, maybe you don't want to watch this. So I give it 10 out of 10 for that. He's starting off with the book, so kind of a perfect mirror. Hmm. I don't remember this in the books. Really? You're doing this? Okay. You couldn't just done like the Cyclops at the playground? So what they just showed is Percy was standing at the top of a building and claiming that there's a Pegasus that is just up there when he was in the second grade, which is fine, but you couldn't just had someone wearing a monster suit. You had to do some CGI already. It's fine. Okay, this is too much because he's thinking that he's seen monsters already. He shouldn't be seeing any of that. Right now, he should be getting glimpses or thinking he saw something, but this is a bit much. Ah, here we go. Little Indian boy. Couldn't help race changing at Disney, could ya? Foreshadowing of the Minotaur fight to come later in the episode. Fine, I guess. Here we are. We're starting off with the museum, so that's good. Mm. Mr. Brenner is a black guy. Another race change. Wow, you spent the whole time just saying how you are capable of this and all that. You didn't spend any time talking about the actual Greek myths. Ah, it's the feeling. Express the feeling. Don't tell me the history. Don't tell me about the Greek myths. Tell me how I feel in this. Really? F. Fail. I do like they're starting out with a little bit of dyslexia here, though, showing that his mind is shuffling around the words like he does before. I thought Percy was named after Stonewall Percy Jackson from the Civil War. I was pretty sure that was his namesake. Oh my lord, no. Okay, so let me tell you why. So right now they're looking at Percy Jackson. Sorry, looking at Perseus slaying the Medusa, and Percy is saying that he's a hero, and his mom's saying that he's not really a hero because not every hero is actually a hero. Are you serious? Like you couldn't just be like, yeah, monsters are monsters, heroes are heroes. You had to go like, oh, there's a lot of gray here. Sheesh. Yeah, I guess Perseus was maybe one of the few heroes who did find a happy ending at the end. Really? Really? Mr. Brand is butting in like that? What's this? Wait, already? What the? Really? Okay, sorry. So Mr. Brenner just comes up. He butts in from Percy being bullied. Instead of Percy standing up for himself and fighting back, Mr. Brenner comes in. Hey, knock it off. Don't bug on Percy. And he hands him a ballpoint pen. Now, why is that pen important? We'll see in a little bit. But that pen turns into a sword that should be thrown to Percy in his time of great need. Jeez. Yeah. Well, okay. Jeez, Grover's coming out like just be go to see a therapist, and Percy's like, let's go bully them. Really? Really? You did this? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, what the heck is this BS? So, okay, Percy was about to, deal with Nancy Balafit right next to the water fountain. Instead of the water grabbing her and having her, drown in the water a little bit, he just goes up to her, does like a force push. He doesn't have that power. He's not a son of Zeus. And here's the stupid part. Mrs. Doss is doing her transformation out in the middle of the public. What the heck is going on here? Like, this is supposed to be taking place inside the museum. What the heck are you guys doing here? And now, of course, she's going on her whole thing about Percy stealing the lightning bolt and everything like that. Really? You haven't accidentally been drawn and killing her? What? Okay. What the heck is going on here? This is all BS. uh, I hope people are seeing this. Like, this is so dumb. Like, what the heck is going on here? Like, honestly, this is stupid. I'll give them that. They follow that along. Everyone denies that there's such thing as Mrs. Doss. That's correct. Okay, so he goes to the principal office and having a discussion about just being disciplined. So that's fair. That would happen in the books. They didn't do too much of this in the actual book itself, but having a whole on thing. They're really trying to pad this whole thing out. Wow, Grover is turning into a bit of a snitch. What the heck? This is not a loyal friend. This Grover in the books would never do this. He even to protect Percy, he wouldn't be snitching on him like that. Wow. Betrayal. Okay. No, screw this guy. No, no, no more friend of mine. Weak, weak. This is such weak sauce. Man, what the heck? Okay, so what we just had here is a scene between Percy and his teacher, Kyron, and they're talking about how, he's special. He doesn't realize it. It's weak sauce, man. In the books, it was so much better. He's just been expelled. He can't be coming back to Nancy Academy. And at the end of his exam, he's talking with his teacher, Byron, and he tells him like, it's okay, Percy. I know that this place just isn't meant for you, and you're special. It's just not quite right. And Percy just gets really hurt, and he leaves after that. Whereas this, it was just milk toast, in my opinion. Like, I don't get it. It's just bad. And now he's taking a truck to New York. Where's the Greyhound? Where's stopping on the side of the road to see the three old hags? Where's Grover? Grover's supposed to be with him at this point, and then he's supposed to ditch him. This is Gabe. What the heck are you doing with Gabe? Where's the balding man with the wife beater and the three other guys playing poker? What is this? Are you serious? Is this really what Disney expects us to be? Authentic Percy Jackson? Well, okay, okay. Really, you're doing just imaginary poker for Gabe? Really, you can't have him be at a a table smoking some cigars with three other losers. You have to do like imaginary poker. Really, you can't be like a jerk to Percy. Like, really? Okay. Well, I'm gonna get some good laughs at this because this is all BS. That's Percy's mom just sitting out there in the rain. Why? Is she nuts? Well, okay, his mom's supposed to be working at the candy shop and shows up smelling like, a candy store. Wait, she's not supposed to know anything about what happened at the museum. That's it. In the book, she comes with a whole bag of assortment of different candies for Percy. That's all. Just a small little bag. That's so dumb. Like Grover would never betray Percy like that. Never snitch on him. Like, what did you guys do? Wait, really? Okay, good. A little bit of a laser point here. But his mom had been planning this for weeks with Percy. Now, out of the blue, after he gets expelled, they're going to be taking a trip. Really? This isn't Sally Jackson. Sally Jackson is supposed to be a sweet lady, trying to keep the peace between him and Gabe. She's never raised her voice at Gabe. Like, what the heck is this? Like, she's trying to be sweet and keep Gabe. Like, she's trying to use Gabe to protect Percy. It's important. But now, like, what the heck is this? Like, she's supposed to be a sweet lady, just putting up with Gabe's BS. Like, oh, she has to be a strong, independent female, guys. We can't let the character act weak just for the sake of her son. No, she has to be a stubborn biot. You're like, Carl, wait, why are you saying this? Because the whole point that she's with Gabe is to protect Percy. That's the whole reason. She's using Gabe to protect Percy. I can't stress this enough. So in order to keep Gabe around, she does everything he says. She listens. She's very demure, but there's a fiery side. There's a strong combative side to her that she's just going to take on Percy, but she's just going to roll with it. Like, you guys just did not understand her character at all. Eh, that's an interesting dream of Kronos. Instead, you should have done the actual dream of Kronos, where it's the eagle fighting the horse, and Percy's running towards it to stop it. Like he knows that they're going to kill each other. That was a better dream sequence than what we just saw here. Like little hero run away. Like that doesn't mean anything to Percy. Like I'm not a hero, so why would I care about this? And okay, I'll run away. Like this is just a nightmare. Like it's just not that good. Like, what the heck are we doing here, guys? Come on, you can't do better than that. Really? This is the best you can do. I'm just I'm just kind of amazed. Okay, this has been going on for 20 minutes. This should be the end of the episode here. You should not have another 20 minutes going on. There's not enough of the book. There's not enough of the story that they're going to be telling from here to the end of the episode. They couldn't find a sweeter actress to play Percy's mom. I get so much of the bad biatch energy coming from her. Like, you couldn't find a sweeter lady. Are you serious? You completely changed this up as well? Like, Percy should already know this. This isn't a shock to him. Okay, so the reason why they come to the cabin is because this is where Percy met his mom met his dad. Like, this isn't a shock. This isn't crazy news. Wow, she's bad. I don't buy this at all. I don't know if the writing's bad or if it's just her. Really? This is your best at writing someone who's remembering a loving woman? Really? That's how you tell your kid? Like, what? Uh, no, why? This is so bad. So his mom just comes out and tells him, like, yeah, I fell in love with God or a God. This isn't something that his mom ever tells him. Now you make you just sound like a loon. Really? This is how you tell him? You have the mom tell him that he's a half blood? You don't let him learn about being a half blood at Half Blood Hill at Half Blood Camp? Jeez, this sucks. Yeah, terrible force is like bad writing and destroying a good story. This this is just bad. So friend your friend shows up that just betrayed you and you don't want to see him at all. Jeez, you're spending so much time. So much dang time. This whole scene takes like 10 seconds. Maybe you could go a little bit further. This whole thing shouldn't be happening like this. So Grover just shows up with his furry legs, and he's going like, "Okay, something might be coming, but hey, it's all right. We don't have to panic." And there's no energy here. This is hyper energy because what's going on? The Minotaur's coming after them. So there should be a lot of like chaos going around. Like, oh, we gotta get out of here. But there's so much filler here. Jeez, jeez. So now they're trying to justify Grover getting his friend Percy kicked out of school because there's more monsters coming after him. Instead of following the actual storyline where he just gets expelled, finishes out the rest of the year at Nancy. Okay. So they explained that well, the mist and how that works. So I'll give them some props for that. A safe space? Really? You really? Where did that lightning strike come from just to show off the Minotaur? What? Using magic cards as a training? That's supposed to be Nico D'Angelo's thing in book 3, who's really into the magic card stuff. Really? You're going to use your card to bash against the Minotaur. Oh, we got to make his mom look more like a badass, everybody. Sheesh. Yeah, that. Where's the lightning bolt that causes them to go off the side of the road? Grover's supposed to be knocked out unconscious from that, not moving around like he is, but okay. Doors are not supposed to be open like that. They're supposed to be wedge closed. Really? Wow. This. Oh, dear God. Oh, protect my child. My only child. Protect him. Like, really? You just. Oh, protect him. I don't want anyone to look at it wrong. Just kill anybody that looks at my little poor baby. You're just dragging out. The Minotaur should have been here by now. The Minotaur should be on their ass. They should be hightailing up Half Blood Hill. But now they're just having this holo touching scene here. This whole scene could have been cut down to like 30 seconds instead of the 2 minutes that they wasted on it. Hold fast. What the heck is this? Come on! Get to the monster already! Stop dragging it out! Finally! Dear God! Is the Minotaur the slowest monster in existence? He should have end there. Oh, so it's somewhat smart. She's grabbing Percy's jacket to confuse the Minotaur's sense of smell, but there's still Percy. You have his jacket, but I don't know how much the Minotaur's gonna come after you. Toro, Toro, Toro! Come on, flap the cone at the monster. Oh, she actually did it. Wow, they're really trying to make Percy Jackson's mom, Sally Jackson, into a badass of some sort. Real, yeah. Oh, she's fighting the Minotaur, going back and forth. Oh, but the Minotaur got her finally. And now she got turned to dust like she should have been. This whole scene should have been over in like 2 minutes. Also, the strange part of his ballpoint pen of I don't. Also, he shouldn't have the pen at this point. What happens in this fight between Percy and the Minotaur is he's supposed to grab the whole bull's horn, rip it off his head, and then stab the Minotaur with it. Okay, now he's climbing on the Minotaur's back. Are we going to actually have him? Okay, there we go. Percy ripped off the Minotaur's horn and stabs it in the other eye with the horn and kills the monster. Okay, that's fair. But Percy is supposed to be the one that goes over to Grover and drags him to the bakehouse. Instead, he's just knocked out on the side. Really? This is where you're having him wake up? Out in the middle of a field? Fail, man. That's a hard fail for me. That's what the heck what the heck did I just watch? Okay, let's go to the next episode. If we're gonna watch bad episodes, we might as well get it all over with. Man, that was horrible. Like, there's no respect at all. I don't. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you desecrate Percy Jackson like this? I don't. Why are these hour length episodes? These should be 20 minutes. What the? It makes no sense why they take so long. There's no reason why any of this should be hours long. I know you're trying to get your watch time up, but there's no reason for this. Okay, so we're in the big house now, and he's coming in and out of it. Okay, so she does the famous line where you drool in your sleep. So, that's supposed to come later on, but I guess that's fine for now. So, it's the next day. Percy's waking up, and his buddy Grover's there. The horn isn't supposed to be there yet. Uh, no, why are you making Grover is a coward-ish guy, but he's not. I never thought of him as a beta. They're really making him into a beta. I really don't like this. I really don't like this at all. So much BS. Why I call it BS? Because the person who's supposed to be next to Percy Jackson's side when he woke up is supposed to be Annabeth. Well, actually, yes, Annabeth is supposed to be next to him when he wakes up. I'm pretty sure. Why did it take so long for Grover to show up? Really? You do it like this? Wow, you're making this lame. Please kill me now. Please kill me now. He's such a beta here. Really? You're not bringing up the prohibition of Mr. D yet? Grover should. That's how you introduce Mr. D. Like I liked where it was going, but where's the card game? Like where's the introduction? Like and Mr. Brown just shows up in his whole centaur form, and not in the wheelchair as we saw last time. You couldn't done CGI for the wheelchair go into the centaur, really? There we go. Finally. Finally, we get the restriction for Mr. D that he can't drink alcohol. Also, they did a nice way of explaining that heroes. You could have just had Grover review with Mr. D upon his failures. This isn't the conversation that you should be having with Mr. D. He should be getting yelled at or chewed out with the with the Council of Glovers right now, and Mr. D, like not being like praised by him. Okay, but anyways, great sacrifice, not so much, except for his mom. Yeah, that's cool. They showed how Riptide works. That even if you use it and gets thrown away, unless you surrender it or give it up willingly, it will always come back. So I like that mechanic. Well done. Explain that. I thought it was nicely done. Yeah, the cabins look okay, but I still don't know why. Oh, no, in the books, Kyron was showing that. Eh, doing a very good job of showing how gods choose their kids or how much they care about them. Already you're asking why you're here? How about you almost died from a minotaur that just killed your mom? How about that? Sheesh. Ungrateful already. Alright, we just got Percy introduced to Camp Hermes. So, or Cabin Hermes, excuse me. So, yeah, that's going on right there. Not as crowded as it should be, as according to the books. I mean, it's a pretty crowded cabin, I guess, but I would figure there's be a lot more kids in that always. But maybe that's just me. Really? There's already a pack and stuff ready set up for him? When he shows up, there's nothing really there for him. People have to go grab stuff for him. Like, okay. Really? You're doing this now? You couldn't have this exchange with Carice? What's this sabby dabby BS? That's Luke? This is Luke. Why can't we get the Luke from the movies? Like, that dude's not handsome. He's not hot. He's not good looking. He's not. I can't even see him as like a 19-year-old that he's supposed to be. The man's supposed to be a badass. This is kind of wimpy. Man, just taking a big old shite. And Rick Redorian approved every single of this. Rick Redorian is cheering this all on, baby. F my works, F people's childhoods. Yeah! That's what this is. Really? You're having the Knives look like this and talk like that? Uh, Everyone should be hard on Grover right now. He failed another mission. He's somewhat succeeded and he's somewhat failed. Like, there's a reason why. Also, where's Grover goatee? He should have a little bit of peach fuzz coming in. This kid is just completely shaven. Where's Annabeth? Annabeth should be showing Percy around right now. What the? Really? This is how we find out that Percy's mom is still alive? It's not supposed to be alive right now. We're supposed to think she's dead. Only when Percy gets the quest do we find out that she's dead. What is this? That everything is out of whack. So we just skipped over Grover's trial for how he, or assessment of how he did, and now we just went into this whole thing about telling Percy the truth. And they haven't mentioned the summer solstice at all, or anything about the deadline. Like, what's the heck going on here? I'm guessing this is Percy Jackson's dream because he's just sitting out in the middle of the desert with a bonfire. Camp Half Blood's a decently sized camp, but it doesn't have a desert. Ah, yes, so this is another dream sequence. Wait, what? That should be something that Percy confides to somebody and talks about, not just someone randomly coming up and telling him, like, okay, but you never said what Hermes was. Why he's in Camp 11? He just went and explained that the gods are just mysterious, and you go mad if you try to understand what they're thinking. why are the whole group just following Luke and Percy? It doesn't make sense. Like it's just his little posse. Wait, she's supposed to be a redhead. She's supposed to be a combat warrior. I guess okay. We got the diversity for villains here too. Okay. Where's her military boots? Where's the barbed wire? Where's her menacing side? Wait, where's the scar? Well, yeah, where's his scar? Luke's supposed to have this big old scar right here. Where is that on his face? Wait, is it there? They made it so unnoticeable that I can't even tell. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just that it's just so hard to see it. When you ever focused on it, you can't just tell it that's there. Really? You having the half-blood kid in a wheelchair shooting archery? You're really teaching a cripple how to fight, even though when they're in the wild, they're going to die easily. Really? I mean, okay, fine, but you couldn't have her having like some kind of Greek armor that lets her stand up. There's magic for Christ's sake. Wait, you're having lighters? Like, why wouldn't you just have like a fire pit going on? That's a little funny. He just shot a whole bunch of people. Yeah, he's doing trial things to see what apparent of the gods he has. So this is okay. Hmm. Festus didn't go well, but that's pretty good. Hmm. A little bit snotty, but it works. We still haven't met Annabeth though. We should have met her way ago. This is to the gods, not your mom, kid. Oh, I'm sorry. You're still whining about that. You are whining about this instead of hanging out with a whole bunch of new campers, hanging out with a whole bunch of new friends. Well, there we go. Yeah, unlike Grover. Forget about Grover. Grover's not your friend. After all, we just showed up in the show. We made him a coward, a snitch, someone you can't trust. Oh, I'm gonna make him come down here like a tough man. I'm gonna make him see me. Like, what the heck is this dialogue here? Please, just end me now for how bad this is. All right, so we have Percy walking back to Hermie's cabin. Wait, why are you saying about the Minotaur? She should be saying like you're really big three material. Like that's the thing that she comes to boil him about. Really? That there's no like come at me again and I'll give you another shot of this. It's just run away in fear after you hit them with the toilet water. That's it. There's nothing more. Oh, here's a nice little black chick. Oh, well, she's snotty. She should be drenched as well. So much for it being a blue blonde white chick. Wow. Such a disrespect to the books. You know, instead of like just saying how smart she is, you could show us how smart she is. I mean, I do like that they show that Luke considers Annabeth like a little sister. Wait, no, that's BS. They're going over the story on how the pact was made not to have kids. You didn't explain that there's the World War II that was fought between the gods' sons that caused this whole thing. What the heck? Annabeth is not the strongest warrior at Camp Half Blood. Okay. Wow, look at that drummer boy. You couldn't put more effort into it? Really? This is how you do it? You don't just tell him like you're gonna go to the riverbed like he's supposed to, watch, be the bait, and then tell him later that you had got him. Like, really? You're just showing him to be a klutz already? I mean, it's okay for a little bit, but why no helmets? Why in these shows do they always feel the need to take off the darn helmets? Why? Why? Where's your protection? You're supposed to be going to combat. You're supposed to be wearing them. And look at her armor. She doesn't wear Greek armor. That's like a full chest plate knight armor she's wearing. Man, Percy's just being whiny here. What? You just had her disappear? Really? This is how you show it? Uh, they just showed how Annabeth can go invisible with her baseball cap. And I guess it's fine, but you couldn't have her come out of the woods after Percy beats all the Aresy camp and show that, oh, that's how she goes invisible. No, it has to be before. Like, yeah, I mean, okay, make him look like a dork show. Thanks for insulting our intelligence here. We appreciate it so much. You know, wow, the show just can't stop wasting time. Just, oh, you could have done this like within a few seconds. Really? You had to spend all that time just building up to them sneaking up on Percy and just lollygagging around. And the first thing she does, she takes off her helmet. Why? Well, at least you got her weapon somewhat right. You just had it glowing. Where's the electricity? It's supposed to be sparking off of it. She's the one who does. Well, Now you should do like the no maiming rule thing. There you go. Okay. I still dislike that she just wants him to admit that he's a fraud. First off, he's not a fraud. It's the Minotaur horn that he has. Easy proof there. And second, her whole thing is like want to go after him because he made their cabin look like fools. And third, the whole thing that they were going after him was because he said that he was like big three. Well, he didn't say that, but that's what people are thinking, that he's a big three. And big three is Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Really, you went to the shore side? Where's the brook? Where's the little river that he steps in? He's not that good a fighter. Holding on to her spear is dumb. What? You don't have any fighting experience. What? Are you serious? Oh, oh, you're killing me. You're kidding me, y'all. I mean, you broke her spear. Okay, that's good. But you never got into the water. That's the thing. He needed to be in the water to fight her off. And when he's in the water, he gets healed from that. And it shows that it rejuvenates him, empowers him. That's how he pulls off all those sick moves. But now, it's just. Okay, he's just a natural born fighter, everybody. He just has these abilities. Like, man, she looks dumb with that armor on. But she never explains why she doesn't help. Man, everyone in this show just is a dick or a biatch. Like, what the heck? She just pushes Percy into the water. Like, I hate all these characters. His best friend just rats him out. A chick that he's supposed to have a crush on and, is kind of falling for. Yeah, she uses him, but that's in the books. But they do a very poor job of showing that in this show. And then she goes ahead and just pushes him in the water versus he's in the water already, and that shows his healing ability. The movie did a far better job of this scene. Man, she should not be smiling at this. She should be scowling. Yeah, you should be pissed. You should be mad. Right now she's smiling at him like, "Hey, your dad's calling." Like, no. It should be like, "Dang it, it's Poseidon. Darn it. Darn it, I thought it was Zeus." Like, she should be very pissed that it's Poseidon. All right, now we're getting the whole dispute of the master boat. Instead of, just dropping on us now, you could have been, hinting at it in the first episode and this one with the dreams between the horse and the eagle. Now it just shows up here. Great. You don't even mention the fact that Poseidon also wants an apology for being accused of stealing the bolt. You don't know that. Where's the Oracle? Ah, I. He's so whiny. He's so why? Why my dad didn't come save me? He didn't come see me. Yes, I get it. You want to see your dad, but you want to go save your mom. Mr. D does not care if Percy accepts the quest. Percy. Oh, why? Why? Oh. You don't even know that's what your quest. Where's the oracle? Where's the prophecy? Are you just completely cutting her out of the story? Really? You're cutting out the entire rhyme. Wow. Wow. What a complete waste of time. What a complete shit show. Okay, so let me just state this right here, right now. Everything that has happened in these last two episodes have elements of a good show, elements of the story. But honestly, the 1 hour first episode and the 1 hour second episode, okay, it wasn't actual an hour. It was 42 minutes and 43 minutes, but pretty much an hour. There's no reason this should be that long. 20 minutes for the first episode, 20 minutes for this episode. That's all you need. You don't need to draw it out. You don't need to be like, oh no, my dad, he's not here. He's not coming to talk to me. You don't need to do all this. You don't need a question of what heroes are. You just could go like, oh yeah, there's monsters. There are monsters. And then there are humans who are the heroes. That's all we need to know. Instead of that whole scene in the beginning where Percy had with his mom that they were talking about, oh, you can't really tell if a monster is a monster or a human is a human. Dear God, you didn't need that. Also, this whole thing about you're special, the safe space, the whole thing, it's just an SJW's wet dream. That's all this is. It's such a massive disappointment. Like, who in the world bought any of this BS? Annabeth didn't show up till like towards the end of this episode when she should have been at the very beginning, going through with Percy, showing him the camp, becoming friends, them getting together, him getting on her team, him going to that brook to fight the Ares cabin, and then her popping out of nowhere and being like, hey, I will step in if you need it, but you're handling yourself pretty well. Versus this, where Percy's able to just defend against 3 Ares cabin kids who are good at fighting, that have been fighting for a very long time, but all he does is he picks up some sword, he's able to fight them off. Oh, but Carl, that's his ADHD kicking on. Yes, and so do they. So theirs versus his should cancel out, and their training should overpower him. But no, Hollywood has forgot about training. We got this whole Ray thing all over again that, oh, all you need is to be the gifted one, the chosen one. Forget about training. Forget about working hard. You don't need any of that. Like, what the heck is this? I mean, honestly, I just watch a whole bunch of BS. But okay, maybe I'm overdoing it, but this last little bit here where Grover's telling you that your mom must be in the underworld because she turned to dust and she should have went splat. Like all that should be conveyed when he goes to see the Oracle. When Mr. D and Kyron are talking to Percy, Mr. D should be telling Percy like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you. I, you can either let me kill you now, or you can do what Kyron wants to do, which is far worse. Trust me, my way is far better. Just let me kill you or turn you into a rabbit." Mr. D does not care for his students. He does not care for the world. He does a little bit, but he doesn't care for the campers at all. So I'm sorry. This is just all a shit show. I'm sorry. What else do you want me to call it? Like, it's just bad. Oh, well, okay. Maybe I'm just going a bit overboard, but I want to hear what you guys got to say. Leave a comment, leave a like. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I'm going to be releasing a more in-depth video for both of these episodes in a little bit here because I feel like I need to just sit down and just think about how bad these episodes are. Like, I don't think I've given enough time just to say how bad it is. All right. You all take care now. You have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.